into Bigfoot squads. Data Go Squad.
Hey guys, I just want to do a quick video, the final video on Billy Mitchell, I hope. Just wanted to give my final thoughts on his actual punishment. I didn't really get to that on my last video. And I had some more time to think about this, and there's a lot of misinformation out there and stuff. And it sounds like Billy Mitchell is coming to the Midwest Gaming Classic either tomorrow or today. I did have a chance to speak with Walter Day yesterday. Nice guy, you know, charming guy. No comments on this, you know, everyone's very, you know, sad. But Billy Mitchell is going to be at the Midwest Gaming Classic. It sounds like he will be playing Donkey Kong on a large screen, so we'll see if anything comes of that. And he will have some information, I guess, I'm told, I don't know. And he'll be answering questions and stuff, so that should be a real interesting thing. Like I said, I'm indifferent in this whole thing. I do think that he obviously played on a not arcade board, right? We all know this. Did he cheat? Or did he just play on a machine that had a main computer in it unknowingly? I mean, as the player, he should probably check into this, you know, considering the way they scrutinized Steve Wiebe. So I'm not cutting him a lot of slack. So, you know, there's definitely, he was a referee, for crying out loud. He should have known that, you know, what the qualifications for getting a score are. Is there a chance, you know, I'm still on the, there's still a slim possibility that these tapes are incorrect. Just to be fair, I'm trying to be fair to the guy. I'm not trying to be, I don't like mob rule, I like evidence. I don't like, oh, he's a cheater, he must be a cheater, just because a documentary made them look bad. I'm from Wisconsin. We've had a documentary about a murderer up here made, a certain Avery guy. And they tended to leave a lot of things out of that documentary, which probably would make you not like that guy. But we'll get into that another day if you want me to. So, you know, there's a few things about King of Kong that that I want to clear up, because a lot of the stuff comes from that. And you all hate him. Yeah, everyone hates the guy from that. And he comes off like an asshole. You know, excuse my French, but there is a few things that we have to clear up. The reason a lot of people think that in the King of Kong, Steve Wiebe's score that he submitted via videotape was rejected because of a gummy substance, and that is actually not the case. Mr. Muzak, Robert Muzak, was the referee at the time that verified it, and the real reason that the tape was that the tape was not accepted is because he played on a double Donkey Kong board, which is very common. In the video, you'll notice that he has a Donkey Kong Jr. cabinet, which is, you know, they're all pretty much the same as a Donkey Kong, wiring-wise and everything. But it obviously isn't playing Donkey Kong, so, you know, what you can do is you can modify a Junior board, or take a Donkey Kong board and put a daughter board on it. And essentially what it does is give you 2 games in one on real hardware, okay? But it is a different ROM. And in reality, it's such a minute thing that the score should have been accepted, I think. But because you can tamper with ROMs, and there's really no way to verify, it was rejected, and rightfully so. Okay, it's not it's not an original factory issue, right? That's what they want. So that's the reason. And there is evidence in the movie to support this. I'll play it for you now. Now, if you watch this, he will say a few key words here. One of them is, my high score is saved on there. Now listen for that. going to put up his little video camera. It's the right thing to do. You know, the poor guy just...
It has my high score saved on there.
Oops, let me play. Let's bring it back a little. Bird's here.
It has my high score saved on there from last.
Has my high score saved on there from last time. Now the reason that his high score is saved on there from last time after a power off is because he was using a double Donkey Kong board. That's one of the features that you get with the 2-in-1 little mod, is you get your high score saving ability. A real legit Donkey Kong machine will not save that high score. Now that's why his tape was rejected. Now it's not because he's a cheater, it's because he didn't know, okay? And it's not because Roy Schultz or whatever was just an evil guy. Like that guy's kind of weird, but you know, all these guys are kind of weird. So that's the real reason. As I'm an arcade technician, I know that, you know, that original Donkey Kong will not save a high score. So that's, you know, that's what he did. He put in, you know, a double Donkey Kong. And he's not a bad guy. He's not trying to cheat. He's not trying to swindle anybody. He just made a mistake, you know. And this is kind of an old picture of one. So, you know, they rejected it. So he went and played live, okay. But what the movie forgets to mention is that they both played live, and they were friendly together in several interviews before, you know, some of this stuff took place. And they both played live at a California event. I think it was California Extreme. So it's not like Billy wasn't playing live. Okay, so Billy, you know, he's probably a jerk. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna say, I don't know the guy. Okay, I don't know any of these guys, to be honest. But it's just a little. We just want to get rid of any bias. So when it comes in with a level head, there's no bias. Okay, so they're both, you know, they're both gamers. They're both playing Donkey Kong. You know, it's a hard game. You have to have kind of a little bit of quirks, a little bit of OCD to play these games. And all these high score guys have some quirks about them. And that's fine. I mean, everyone has quirks, but, you know, they're very obsessive, compulsive. Because to do something like this, you have to be very, very motivated, you know. So essentially, he played on a board that he didn't know that was wrong. You know, he wasn't trying to swindle them, that we know of. I mean, we don't know for sure. We're not in his head. But essentially, what we have with Billy Mitchell is a tape that was submitted on a non-Donkey Kong board, right? But he gets the band hammer. Now, is that a little extreme? I don't know. You know, that's the question. Is there, you know, is there supporting evidence to support the ban? Or should his scores just be removed like Steve Weeby's was, and he got another chance to do it? So we have to, I mean, do they have other evidence that says Billy Mitchell intentionally tried to deceive them? And if that's the case, then yeah, the ban hammer is justified. So that's kind of where I stand on this. Now there's that whole tape with Robert Childs, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, where he pretends to swap the boards. And I think that really may be the main reason they did the ban hammer, because they attempted to mislead people. And Billy was on that tape. And that kind of leads me to believe that this maybe is justified, you know. And or there's some shenanigans with this movie. This movie is very, you know, it's a good movie. It's a story. You know, it's the underdog versus the big dog, you know, and the big dog's a jerk. But if you really look at this movie in depth, that videotape thing at Fun Spot, where they dump that on him, is like one of the main climaxes or pillars of the movie. And I think they were in a rush to get that done. I think they wanted that in there. And I think Billy probably went along with it. Somehow. Was either pushed into it or he got some money. Who knows, you know. So, and if that's, you know, he's paying for it now, you know. So, that's my thoughts, guys. This will be probably it, unless something really weird happens at Midwest Gaming Classic. It'll be kind of interesting to see what he has to say for himself. If anyone throws tomatoes at him, hopefully not, because I have to clean up, probably. And that's it. So thanks for watching. I always want to hear your comments below. I know this might not be the popularest thing in the world. I don't want to try to defend the guy, but, you know, we had to be fair here. So we don't want to be a mob. Anyway, thanks for watching. I look forward to hearing from your comments.
Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. You can also support us on Patreon or TeePublic.